We're back for another top 10 video today. I asked you, what are your most common bad habits when playing ARK? So let's get straight into it and see what you all voted into the top spots. Starting off, we'll have a quick look at some of the entries that didn't quite make the top 10. Taking ore from the inventory of structures and creatures. Definitely very common in my tribe. I do it quite often, it's very frustrating. Shot a creature after knocking it out, ruining the taming effectiveness. This can be extremely annoying, but remember there's always the life-saving magnifying glass, where you can see the creature's torpor. If the damage has already been done and you've knocked it out, you can always let it wake up and re-knock it out for perfect taming effectiveness. Accidentally turning off the fabricator after crafting an expensive structure or item. I've done this on a few occasions in my past. It is very frustrating. All it takes is a slip of the finger and you've pressed the wrong button and you've turned it off. And you've just gone and wasted all those precious resources you just spent hours farming. Not being able to find stuff you need as you just put it anywhere. You just found that max level creature you've been looking for to tame for so long, and then you're just in your base trying to find some tranks, kibble, knocks. You can't find any of it. Thinking your tames are stronger than they are and then getting them killed. I have done it before. This is the perfect example of what happened to me. Before I could take out 2 alpha T-Rexes and he just wasn't strong enough to take them on. Killed me and the Rexes killed him. Coming in at number 10 is going to be forgetting to feed baby creatures and dinos so they starve to death. This was a very surprising one for me. You guys are mean. Forgetting to feed your babies. In at number 9 we have leaving your base without food, water, ammo, narcs, everything. This is probably the most common one for me out of all of the entries on the list. There's nothing more annoying than picking berries in the wild because you haven't got anything else to eat. Nothing worse than going to the desert and you ain't got any water. You might even find yourself chasing after a water jug bug, desperate for that beautiful H2O. Coming in at number 8, forgetting to repair your armour. I'm glad this one was highly voted because I do this one all the time also. Half the time I'm running around half naked because I can't be bothered to repair my full set of armour. And sometimes this can be catastrophic and your armour will all break at once when out exploring. And you may get caught with your pants down. Literally. In at number 7, accidentally dismounting a flyer mid-air. I can definitely see why this one is highly voted. Luckily it can be recovered pretty easily, but my common mistake is putting the cooked meat in the same hotkey as the button to dismount. Coming in at number 6, trying to tame something you are underprepared for. There are plenty of scenarios for this one. You might not have enough tranks to knock something out, so you end up getting desperate, or you've underestimated the creature's torpor drain and realise midway through the tame you don't have enough narcotics to keep it under, or even after successfully taming your creatures. You then realise you're like 20 levels off unlocking the saddle anyway. Coming in at number 5, carrying too many useless items in your inventory. I must admit I do this quite often also. You'll catch me carrying bits of fibre, thatch, hide just because it's light. Because I think, oh, I might need it later on for repairs or making something on the go. But it all does add up. You don't need 2 pickaxes, 2 hatchets. But it doesn't matter, we always do it and have to scroll through it all if we really need something on the spur of the moment. But yeah, I'd probably say it's not really worth the trouble. Keep your inventory for only necessities, I would. In at number 4 we have hoarding way too much stuff that you have nowhere to even put it. The base is a complete mess of items, blueprints, weapons, everything. You have numerous blueprints of the same item instead of dropping the lower quality blueprints and freeing up more space. Which of course means you have no space for anything in your base. That you just go to your tames. Sometimes you even make them into an actual storage box and just store all your stuff inside the creatures. In at number 3. Right, it's time to play some ARK just for a little bit. Start playing. The next thing you know, 8 hours has flown by. I was actually expecting to see this one a little higher up on the list, maybe in at number 2. This is definitely my guilty pleasure, I would say. The game is just too addicting. In at number 2, hitting the water with a flying tame and getting dismounted. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes you're just casually gliding through the air on your griffin, and then you get a bit confident and you get a little bit too close to the water, or maybe you've just decided to start having a scrap near the water and you either get knocked into the water or you fly straight into it while fighting. In at number 1, whistling follow all on all of the creatures in the base. I think this is well deserved to be number one on the list. Every creature is lined up beautifully in your base. It happens all the time, everyone does it. Normally my case, instead of just going up to a baby, accessing it and enable following, I will just whistle it, and sometimes you just accidentally click the follow all instead of whistle follow one. All your beautifully lined up creatures are now a complete mess, and it's an absolute mosh pit in the base. That is going to be the end of the video. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do any similar videos to this. I did enjoy interacting with you all, so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please feel free to check out the channel if you're new, and you did. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, goodbye.